Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Brilliant Pit Seasonal Wellness YouTube channel. My name is Liz, and here on the channel, we talk all about seasonal wellness, astrology, symbolism, how to live in deeper alignment with the seasons through astrology, some herbalism, and also tarot. I am so happy you're here. If you are new, welcome. And if you are an old friend, welcome back. As you can tell from the title of the video, we are talking all about Virgo season. Today, I actually got ready with that in mind. I wanted to look earthy. I wanted to look pure. I wanted to feel the Virgo practicality with also the precision and maybe simplicity. So let's dive into what Virgo symbolism is, how you can work with the energy of Virgo, how you can integrate some of the symbolism that this time represents into your lifestyle, and we can just go from there. So let's start with Virgo symbolism as a whole. Virgo, the sign of the Virgin, is the zodiac sign that represents the end of summer. So when the sun moves into Virgo, it is the last month of the summer. And when I say month, it's not exactly aligned with our monthly calendar. The stars, as you probably know, move in a different kind of way than the Gregorian calendar. But the end of summer, I think everyone can agree, is bittersweet. It is nostalgic in a way where you tend to remember more from the season because it has such a deep and vivid vibe. The vibe of the end of summer is probably the most palpable, if not the most palpable. The other thing that I can say, that Pisces season, which is the opposite of Virgo, also has that tendency. These mutable signs of the zodiac, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius, they mark the end of the season that we're currently in. And so with Virgo, we're ending the summertime, which is the peak light of the year. Like the winter time, the ending of winter, which is Pisces, which is Virgo's opposite, is the peak darkness. So we are heading into the equilibrium with Virgo and Pisces to where we're about to enter the equinoxes, the spring equinox for Aries and the autumn equinox with Libra. So all of that is to say that Virgo really symbolizes this time of seeing both sides. It is why Virgos can really see through the bullshit. Virgos just tend to really see all sides of a matter, and therefore they can overthink. They can feel like their mind is activated because of it, because they are so hyper aware of the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all possible outcomes. They really have that multiple track mind with Mercury ruling them, where they are able to see both sides. Virgo and Pisces are about to be at the equinox, so they're about to be at this equilibrium in the life cycle, and that equilibrium also represents birth and middle age, autumn being middle age and spring equinox being birth. So really, Virgo has a vivid vibe of saying goodbye to certain things. I'm reminded when Venus is in Virgo, Venus is in her fall. And when you think about Venus in general and how she's only in her fall in Virgo, no other sign, right? She's only in her fall in Virgo because she's exalted in Pisces. It to me is representing like this saying goodbye of kind of the beautiful, admirable, maybe balanced feelings in life. It's letting go, saying goodbye to, or feeling like you are the independent Venus. Venus is not relational in Virgo when normally she is, right? Because if she's in her fall, she's not feeling herself. And her feeling connected to others and feeling non-judgmental, really interested in connecting versus judging or criticizing, it really makes sense because with Virgo being the Virgin, the independent, we can see it as Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. It's kind of just this upstanding woman who is looking out upon maybe her past or what she is going to achieve because she is so sharp with her mind. There's a sense of loneliness. And so with Virgo in general, what we can say, just even in knowing that symbolism of Venus and Virgo, is that Virgo tends to be independent and Virgo tends to be alone. It's kind of like the Hermit card in the tarot, seeking wisdom inside versus outside. And there is a whole other thing I want to talk about, which is the word of Virgo. What is the word that represents Virgo as a whole? If there had to be one word, what would it be? It would be reality. And the reason I would say reality is because we have just come from Leo season, which Leo is all about expressing our creativity. We're about 30 years of age in the life cycle at Leo season. Once we have created and self-expressed, and it's kind of a good vibe, right? The sun rules Leo. There's just an overriding like positivity with Leo. And Leo is a fire sign, and therefore it is yang and it is outward and activated in energy. We always have to balance out no matter what. You guys know I'm all about duality in the seasonal wellness life cycle. To have this activating time full of fire and passion and amazingness and expansiveness, we have to balance it out with something. And so on either side of Leo season is a yin sign of Cancer, the inner woman, the protective archetype. And then we have Virgo on the other side, which what you can really see clearly from that progression of the summertime zodiac signs is wisdom gained and maturity gained. In Virgo season, we have to be hyper aware of what is ahead of us because we can see it now. Virgo is almost at that equilibrium of Libra, and therefore it can see all of where it has come from and all of what it has to do. And in Virgo season, the harvest time of the year, it symbolizes a time of preparation. We need to prepare for the harvest, meaning we need to can all of the fruits and vegetables and everything that we have gained in abundance from Leo season and from Cancer season, right? The sun has infused its vital energy into growth and earth out in the world. And so Virgo is about toying with that earth, manipulating that earth, being mutable with that earth, changing it so that we can sustain the life energy through into the winter and hopefully back into the springtime. I really adore Virgo season personally, and it's mainly because of the potent nostalgia that I feel during this time. The colder, brisk mornings that are still in the summertime. It's like a brisk September morning where you're waking up early, you see the sun coming over, maybe there's some dew on the grass because it's starting to get a little colder, and you walk to the bus stop. You have to wear maybe a light jean jacket or something, and you're off to school, and it's still early in the year, so you're kind of still excited for what is to come, what your classes are going to be like, who you're going to be seeing a lot of during the school year, the smell of the big textbooks, the smell of the clean school that the custodians did over the summer to get ready for everything, your brand new crisp locker that you now get to hold all your stuff in. As Virgo season is an ending season, it is also a season of starting. If I had to give one zodiac sign that isn't a cardinal sign, a element of starting something, like initiating something, I would say it's Virgo. Libra also kind of represents it, but when you think about your lifestyle in late August, early September versus late September, early October, which is Libra season, you kind of always think back to your life and you're like, yeah, Virgo season was when school would always start. And Virgo season was when I would start doing this thing as a hobby. And I became a part of this club, or I started this practice, this sport. There's just a lot initiated during this time. Another thing that's initiated is this homecoming vibe. And this really, really naturally happened to be a huge theme in my snail mail club, which I will talk about towards the end of the video. But my snail mail club, the tarot card of Virgo season, we renamed into sentiment because we got the Six of Cups. And if you know the Six of Cups, you know it is all about coming home, seeing people from your past, maybe getting a gift from something of your past, and really reminiscing on that time in admiration or in good memory. It's really about reminiscing memory, saying goodbye. So there is a bittersweetness, just revisiting the old as your new self. So as I said, Virgo is reality. So what we can understand about Pisces, which we of course will do a deep dive during Pisces season, but the opposite of Virgo being Pisces means that this axis is all about reality and spirituality. And so like last month with Leo and Aquarius, it was all about creative expression and ideal humanity. What we can say the Virgo Pisces axis storyline would be is like your day-to-day routine, making it aligned with your spiritual routine. So if you are a labor worker, it's kind of like balancing all of the labor you're doing, the day-to-day work. You're probably just very much in your head doing the day-to-day processes, really figuring things out on the fly, not having a lot of time to think about maybe what you want, your goals, your aspirations, but then coming home to your hearth, cooking an amazing dinner. That's very Virgo. You get all the good nutrients from the harvest in this dinner. And then you sit down and you say, what are my goals? How can I connect deeper in this life to something that is more than myself and maybe is the source of the one? If I had to give Pisces kind of this understanding for people who aren't aware of the symbolism of the zodiac, I would say Pisces is unity. It is all about oneness and having this universal collective energy and awareness and consciousness oneness that you tap into, and it's like collective consciousness. So when we think about Virgo reality, our day-to-day life, that has to be fulfilling and serving the oneness in the collective. So I do just think about like a labor worker working with earth, working with construction, doing something with their hands. Maybe they're a chef, maybe they're a painter, maybe they are a writer, and they are really doing the day-to-day work for the result of collective oneness and unity in the world. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this video all about Virgo symbolism. I hope that your Virgo season is filled with real service-oriented work, but also a balance in meditation or creativity that makes you feel like you are a part of one big impact and for the good of everyone. Virgo reminds us that all of the things that we've done up until this point may have been messy, may have been trial and error, may have been throwing spaghetti at the wall, but now it is time to clean up that sauce stain on the wall. It is time to put our messy creativity into a practical, actionable plan that we can really stick to. And Virgo season is the perfect season to initiate anything that you want to see it through to the end. Very specific goals, anything that really has to do with who you want to be in life, because this is the turning point. We're almost at another turning point, like how we were in Cancer season. So it is the perfect time to prepare and make sure you are putting your best foot forward and preparing yourself for the best possible outcome that you deserve. As some of you may know, I have been running a snail mail club. It is brand new and I already have 23 members. I am honestly blown away, and I'm just so grateful for all of you who have decided that this is worth your time. It is worth receiving this monthly ritual for you to ground yourself in the tangible, ground yourself in the season that we're in. I'm going to overlay some B-roll here, but basically we have an astrology almanac that talks about the best days of significance. I do a private video tarot reading for your rising sign that you have a QR code to. The letter is a personal note from me on what's inspiring me this season. Then you also get this originally illustrated tarot card by my love and partner, Christian Hines. He does this based on the tarot card that we pull from the traditional Rider-Waite. He reimagines it. We pick a word and it's beautiful. It is one of a kind. We're basically creating a tarot deck and you guys are the first people to get the cards. Comes with a sticker on that front. You get a little sticker of the tarot. Next month, you're actually going to get a bonus item. So if you want in, definitely sign up. And then lastly, the herb of the month. US customers get the herb in the loose leaf packet. Unfortunately, international customers do not get the actual loose leaf herb due to custom regulations. You can still sign up and utilize the postcard, the herb of the month postcard, and buy at your local shop to you the herb of the month and ritualize with it that way. That postcard includes a cute little photography collage calendar. On one side, that is all of my photography, and on the other side is the herb of the month, talking through the actions and specific curated ritual ideas for you to utilize the herb and really ground into the season with the herb's counterbalance energy to the environment. Again, I am so grateful for all of you who have signed up so far. I'm so excited to continue this project. And if you watch these videos, you are probably the perfect person to sign up for this. You would love it. The doors are only open until August 20th for Libra Season's letter. And I know that I'm posting this only a couple days before that deadline. So if you want in on Libra Season's letter, be sure to sign up. The link is below. I would love to have you in the club. Thank you so much again for watching, everyone. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.